So the Los Angeles Kings season didn't go necessarily as planned. Seemed like the LA Kings were destined to go on a run this year. They picked up Ilya Kovalchuk, hoping to get a really solid season from the Los Angeles Kings. Drew Doughty another year. Jonathan Quick coming in, hopefully getting a rebound season. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case for the Los Angeles Kings, and we'll talk about that in this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL and daily content on hockey, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. And let's talk about the Los Angeles Kings. So as we continue the season review series, we are taking a look at the Los Angeles Kings, and it's been a disappointing season for the Los Angeles Kings. A 29-35-6 record, 64 points. That's 28th in the NHL. Goals for this season, 178 goals for this season. That was really a problem for this LA Kings team and a paramount issue that they could fix hopefully in the summer. They were the 30th out of 31 teams in terms of goals for scored. So they only scored more goals than one other team in the NHL, and it's the Detroit Red Wings. So, yeah, not good. Goals against, a little bit better, right in the middle of the pack. 212 goals given up against. That's 14th in the NHL, so that's right in the middle pretty much. So, actually on the better half of the middle. So, the Los Angeles Kings season didn't go as planned. They were hoping to get back to the playoffs. But it seems like an era is coming to an end here in Los Angeles as Tyler Toffoli has been traded. We've seen some other guys getting traded as well over the past couple of years. We saw Martinez get traded at the deadline. We saw Jake Muzzin get traded last year. The Los Angeles Kings are definitely looking like a different team moving forward, getting a lot younger and trying to figure out a way to shed some of that salary cap that has been holding back the Kings over the past couple of years. Looking at the top points leaders for the Los Angeles Kings, Adrian Kempe with 32 points, Drew Doughty with 35 points on the year. Dustin Brown had a little bit of a renaissance year this year, 35 points for Dustin Brown. Alex Iafallo, 43 points, a really good season for the centerman there for the Los Angeles Kings. And leading the way, no surprise here, is Anze Kopitar with 62 points for the Kings this year. So obviously things have been disappointing for the Kings. It didn't seem like the goaltending was solid enough to get them going. The defense was seemingly very slow, just lacking skill, and injuries were a factor. But you know what? You ask the other 30 other NHL teams out there, and they would tell you injuries have been an issue for them as well. It's about the depth. The Los Angeles Kings didn't have the depth this year, and some of their core guys are getting older, and unfortunately it's starting to show a little bit. And it's going to be a tough rebuild here for the Los Angeles Kings. They were able to pick up some cups in the early 2010s, but they're going to be paying for that over the next couple of years. But there's a good side to this. The future looks bright for the Los Angeles Kings. Looking at some of their prospects, you got to see some of them this season. Nikolai Prokhorkin looks like a pretty solid prospect for the Los Angeles Kings. Can score goals, would be a great addition for this LA Kings team that definitely needs a little bit more skill and speed up front. Prokhorkin could be a solution to that. Looking at down the middle, we saw a little bit of Gabe Vilardi this year, actually scoring jumped on the ice within 5 or 6 seconds, 15 seconds, something like that. He scored his first NHL goal, so that was pretty cool for Gabe Vilardi, and a pretty good start to his NHL career. Tobias Bornfoot, pretty solid defenseman. He could turn into a top 4 defenseman, but I think he expects to be on the roster for the Los Angeles Kings next season as they continue to see an evolution of that blue line there in LA. Cal Clegg is also a big part of that, and the solution in net seems to be Cal Peterson moving forward for the Los Angeles Kings as Jonathan Quick continues to age, show a little bit of his age and just not being able to keep up like he used to back in the early 2010s. Cal Peterson seems like the long-term solution in between the pipes for the LA Kings. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you like about the Los Angeles Kings? What do you want to see the Kings add this summer? I think there's a couple of spots, but you know what? We've heard about Jeff Carter trades over the past 2 years. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Jeff Carter deal happen possibly get in the works. You wonder about Jonathan Quick. We've been hearing about him over the past couple of years. Could we see him possibly get moved? I've heard Colorado would be in consideration for Jonathan Quick, but the way Quick has been playing the past couple of years, teams may not be all that interested in Jonathan Quick. So we'll see what happens. The LA Kings, obviously, goal scoring is a major issue with this team. Didn't help that they traded Tyler Toffoli away, but you've got some really good young guys on this team as well. They picked up the guy from Toronto, who's local to LA. I forgot his name. I'm so bad at this. But you also, you traded away Tyler Toffoli. That didn't help all that much. The good news is, though, like I said, you got some really promising guys. Prokworkin, I believe they have Arthur Kaliev as well. You have Carl Grundstrom, Trevor Moore. Thank you. Thank you. My brain is working a little bit today. Trevor Moore, who they picked up from Toronto. So you're adding some young, some pretty solid guys up front for the LA Kings. Will it turn around next season? I think we got to see what happens this summer. It's too soon to really talk about next year. But the LA Kings, you know what? The future looks bright. That's how you have to look at it. Cal Peterson looks like a pretty solid goaltender. He's been playing very well so far. The coaching situation is going to be quite interesting. I don't know how they feel about Todd McClellan right now, but that's the world we live in now. Your rival gets rid of their head coach. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take that guy. That's kind of how it is right now. That's the coaching carousel that we've seen for a pretty long time here in the NHL. So, rambling on, I think it's time to end the video. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. Make sure to check out the rest of our season review series as we look at all 31 NHL teams, starting from the bottom, working our way up to the top of the NHL. Thank you so much for watching, and stay safe out there.